fitin10 fam. It is day 57. We are in or within that 2-week mark, finish of the challenge. Last of the teens. So things are really coming to an end here. But remember, it's still a fifth. It's still a fifth of the challenge. And you can make really good change. And arguably you'll make more change in these 2 weeks than you have in any other 2 weeks, right? You just have to stay focused and committed, right? Focused and committed. And of course, in order to do that, you got to be organized. Okay? And prepare your food like I showed you yesterday, right? All that food is just, it's easy to put it together. You just have to portion it out, okay? Okay, I want to talk about sodium today because this is something that gets often vilified, and I don't know why. Again, well, I know why. I know why. I don't know where it ever came from, though. I don't know how the exception became the rule. That's what I don't get. There is a very small amount of the population, very small, that is sensitive to sodium. That is, they don't do well with higher amounts of sodium. That's not to say they don't need sodium, because we all need sodium and it's essential for our health. But they are sensitive to sodium. Okay? Now, this may have come from the fact that people eat atrociously, and they eat all kinds of packaged foods and fast foods where there's tons of sodium in there. And so, well, even at that, the body can rid it. It's not even an issue. But that's the only possible idea that I can think of where it came from. Because sodium is an essential electrolyte for the body. It's just like potassium and calcium and magnesium, and it's vital. It's imperative for muscle contraction. It's imperative for your heart to work. It's imperative for nerve conduction. You can't move. If you don't have sodium, you can't move. Okay, it's imperative for your sense of taste and smell and tactile properties, like being able to feel things. Sodium is important for that. Okay, it's vital for it. It's a necessity. It's essential, and the body cannot make it, so you have to consume it. Okay, so this idea that having too much is dangerous for you, it's not. Your body, it's almost like saying, don't go out in 8-degree temperature, or don't go out in whatever temperatures above 37, because your body is just gonna it's either gonna burn up or it's going to freeze. No, your body has a regulatory mechanism for maintaining internal temperature. Okay, it has a homeostatic measure for this. Okay, it's got many homeostatic measures to help keep balance. Right? It's got a homeostatic measure for acid and bases, for maintaining that right pH of the body, right? Everybody's talking about, or we hear a lot about, staying away from acidic foods, eating more basic foods. The body can regulate that, okay? Sodium is the number one predictor, really is the number one predictor for endurance and stamina. If you're in your workout and you hit a wall, it's very likely that more than anything, it's not water, it's not sugar, it's probably salts. Okay? And if you don't have enough electrolytes in your body, it doesn't matter how much water you drink, your body will not hold that water. You'll just excrete that water. So this is why electrolytes are even more important than the water. The only way your body is going to retain some of that water is to have those electrolytes available. Okay? Now, this is one of the best salts you can get. So it's Himalayan pink salt. It's iodized, which is really important. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But the reason why I say Himalayan pink is because it's full of the other electrolytes as well. So this right here is your electrolyte mix. I actually do this in the morning. You can actually see, if I open this up, you'll see I do 3 of these in water in the morning. I also add it to my pre-workout. I drink it while I work out. The latest research actually indicates that people are not getting enough salt, and the latest research indicates that not having enough salt leads to a greater risk of heart disease. So you can look it up if you want. Okay, Why iodine? Why do we need iodine? Well, for one, it helps rid the body of toxins. It helps rid the body of toxins such as chlorine, bromine, and fluoride. Okay, these are all toxic to the body, especially your thyroid. Okay, the underlying component of your thyroid hormone is iodine. So you need to make sure you get enough iodine. In fact, in the 1920s, when people suffered from like these large goiters, it was very, very common. The government started to add or recommended that iodine be added to all the salts, and this helped to reduce the number of goiters that were coming about. So, but it goes beyond that. Iodine is responsible for the conversion of T4 to T3 in the liver. The liver actually does that. So your thyroid will produce T4 in an active form of thyroid hormone, and your liver will convert it again. And we all know what thyroid hormone is, right? Thyroid is the leading hormone that regulates your metabolism. So if you don't have enough thyroid production, you are going to have a slow metabolism. You're going to have a slow basal metabolic rate. Okay? If you don't have a healthy liver, like you drink a lot, I'm just saying, you will not have an engine to help convert that T4 to T3, okay? I didn't mention this, but I touched upon that before in the past, okay? Iodine also plays a key role in immune system support and function. And if you're looking for iodine sources beyond salt, you can have things like eggs, kelp, tuna, prunes, cod, dairy, and shrimp. Okay. All right. So sodium and iodine, add it to your diet. Okay. All right. Let's get to one quick question here. Should I be working out every day? With weights, no. Resistance training, 5 days a week max, and that's a lot. For you guys, I usually recommend 3 to 4, okay? If you're really, really motivated, you want to just give it your all, 5 would be the max that I would suggest you do. In terms of just being active, yeah, you can be active every day. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? If you want to go a little bit harder over these next 2 weeks, do it. I'm not going to stop you, okay? I think it's really, really important. Post-challenge maintenance. Should we continue to log our food after the challenge? 100% you should. Okay? Well, I guess I shouldn't say 100%. I guess it depends on how much you care. If you are looking to maintain where you're at or progress more, you have to track your food. If you want to keep notes or keep a tally, I should say, on your energy balance, you have to log all your food. It's the only way you're going to know. You cannot go by memory. You can't just guess. And, if you're going to try to guess, you're going to end up in the situation where you're like, oh, something's not working out. So, yeah, I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. Now, it's not for everybody, and not everybody wants to live that way, and I totally get it. It just depends on what's important to you. That's all it is, okay? If you're a foodie, or maybe let's say you're not a foodie, okay, and you don't really have an issue with this, then maybe don't log your food. But if you're a foodie, I'm a foodie for sure, 100%. I love food, and I know a lot of people are, and I know it's a stress outlet. It is a great way. My other phone's ringing here. It is a great way of setting up boundaries, right? Boundaries for what you're going to eat. Right? So, and you have to set up boundaries. If you do not set up boundaries, if you just simply go by feel, oh, I had that, that's healthy. Oh, I had that, and I think that's roughly this. I'm telling you right now, it will not work for you. It won't. Chances are it won't. Okay? And you can test me on that if you want. Okay? All right, that's all I'm going to say. But I guess I got a message of the day here. Message of the day is, where there is a will, there is a way. Sounds lame, but it's so true. It is so true. Where there is a will, there is a way. If you want to do it, you'll do it. And really depends on how important it is to you. It really does. But if you make things a priority, they will happen. If you make things a priority, they will happen. And I can tell you, well, this is just speaking for me, and this goes a little bit off the message of the day. But when you see results, you should feel, hopefully you will feel, more motivated. So, and the only way you're going to see results is to make things a priority and start to push or advance things forward. That's the only way. But you need to be aware of everything that you're doing, and you need to be precise. Not kind of, not sort of, yeah, I think I am. Okay? More action outside. You guys probably think I live in the hood or something. I guess I do. All the sirens and everything. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Submit, commit. Are you submitting and committing? Are you submitting and committing? Are you giving it your all? If you're not, let's go. We got 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Let's make more progress. Okay. Let's make some mega massive change. Mega massive change in 2 weeks. It can be done. Yes, it can. I'm telling you it can. I've experienced it. I am experiencing it. Okay. Positive energy, positive vibes. Believe in yourself. Give some gratitude. Daily gratitude. It's always good for here and here. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. Tomorrow, in fact, okay? See you guys.